Hi everyone, welcome to our Facebook Live today. We're so excited to be here. For those of you that don't know us, my name is Alyssa and I'm the marketing manager here at Katoomba.
Hi, and I'm Kim, and I'm the training delivery manager here at Katoomba.
And I'm chatting with Kim today and have her here because today is all about Katoomba Everyday Marketing. So we're going to chat about what it is, just in case you don't know what it is, and give you kind of a better idea of how you could use it in your business. And also, how you can actually set it up and how easy that process is. Because we know this is such an incredibly valuable feature for salon spas and clinics. So we just want to give you a quick how-to. And as always, guys, if you do have any questions along the way, please do pop them in the comments below and either Kim or I can answer them for you. Cool. So, Kim, right back to basics. For those people that may not know, what is Katoomba Everyday Marketing?
Yeah, so Katoomba Everyday Marketing is basically marketing messages that you can set up. You set it up once and then it goes out automatically. So, some examples of messages that you might want to send out like this might be perhaps you want to send a message to all your customers on their birthday saying, Happy birthday, we've enjoyed having you as a customer. Come on in for maybe a free basin treatment, next time you come in. Or perhaps you want to automatically send out a message to any customers that you've had that haven't rebooked 8 weeks after their last appointment. Or maybe you want to send an automatic message to clients when they come in for their first time, saying something like, Thanks for coming in. We hope you love your haircut or the service that you had, and we look forward to seeing you again soon. Or maybe you want to do something like send an automatic message anytime a client books in for a specific service. So they might have come in for perhaps laser for the first time, and you actually want to send them a message to say, hey, here's some aftercare instructions that are really important for you to follow. Or maybe they've actually bought a product and you want to send them some information about how to use that product. So you can set all these up once. And then the great news is that Katoomba looks through the appointments and it will send those out automatically for you going forward.
Cool, thanks, Kim. Yeah, it's such an incredible feature, isn't it? And there's also
Mm,
such a wide variety of messages that we know that salon spas and clinics need to send, and the fact that you can set it up once and automatically sends out. We know how busy everyone is. It is just such a valuable tool, and we also know how important it is for the full client experience. So obviously, the big
mm,
part of that happens when your client's in the salon with you, but there's also that kind of pre and post appointment kind of experience that our everyday marketing feature can really help with. And Kim just reeled off. There's so many options for the types of messages that you can send. There really is kind of endless options and so many that can add value to your business and to your clients. So I thought I'd just quickly mention, we're not going to mention them all today, and that's because we've got some amazing resources available to you guys that can actually tell you about all the different marketing messages that you can, potentially send to your clients. And from that, you can actually decide, okay, well, what's going to best suit my business or what's most helpful to my clients, and then you can set those ones up. So we've got two resources. The first is not long ago, I did a Facebook Live with another one of our amazing Katoomba team members, Mel, and she took everyone through kind of all the different marketing messages that she's found are really valuable to businesses. And she gives you lots of ideas and tips and tricks around each of those. She also gives you some tips around how to get started, because we know that can be quite overwhelming or feel like it's quite,
mm.
a big job or a big task for your business. But she gives some really good advice around just how to get started. We also have an amazing blog, and that gives you the top 10 client messages that you can automate for your business. So I will pop links to both of those in the comments below after this so that you guys have easy access to them. And also, Kim, we're gonna get into the next part of our Facebook Live, but actually we've had a question from Shelley, and she's asking, can multiple messages be sent after an appointment?
Yeah, so you can actually set up more than one everyday marketing automated message, definitely. So you can have more than one go out if you need that to happen, for sure.
And like you'll show us, it's because you actually
Mm.
create the messages that you want to send, and then they individually have different triggers set up, like based on a time period, don't they?
Yeah, absolutely. So you might set up one everyday marketing campaign to go out the day after somebody's appointment, and you could set up another one to go out 5 days after somebody's appointment. So you can absolutely do as many as you want, even linked to the same appointment.
Cool. Hopefully that's
Yeah.
answered your question, Shelley. But if you do have anything else that you'd like to ask or clarify, please do pop another comment in there, please. Cool. All right. And so, Kim, on to the part of, how do you actually set up an everyday marketing message? I know that there is two kind of steps to this, isn't there?
Yeah, that's right. So there's two basic steps. So the first step is creating the template. And what that means is that's actually just creating what do you actually want to say? What is the message going to say? So we do that. And then the second step is actually creating the automation to send that message out. So telling Katoomba how and when you want to send those messages out and to who. So there's really just two simple steps. And yeah, we can go through those now.
Yeah, cool. All right. Well, I'll share your screen so that you can give us the
Okay,
demo.
great. Alrighty.
Oh, I can't.
Okay.
Hold on a minute, Kim. There we go. Got it.
Awesome. You're seeing my Katoomba?
Yeah.
Great. All right. So let's start with step one. So step one is just actually writing what you want that message to say. So what we're going to do is from the calendar, we're actually going to come into admin. Okay, so we're going to click on admin and then we're going to come over here to the left where it says message templates. So as you'll see, there's actually a number of message templates already set up in Katoomba, but what we're going to do is actually create our own one today. So to set up a new message template, what we're going to do is go create. Okay, so for this first everyday marketing campaign, I'm going to set up a campaign that sends an automatic message to any customer that I've had who hasn't rebooked within 8 weeks of their original appointment. So what we're going to do first of all is give that template a name. So we're going to call it client 8-week reminder. Okay, and then we're going to write what it says. So what you'll notice here is we've actually got a text version of it and an email version of it. So you can actually send them out via text or email, or you can actually sort of have a combination of the two depending on what information you've actually got for your clients, whether you're collecting their mobile numbers or their emails. So what we're going to do in the message template here is we can actually customize it to the client. So I might want to say hi, and then let's say I want it to have the client's first name. So what I'm going to do is write hi, and then I'm going to insert a parameter, and the parameter is going to be customer first. So by entering that in, what that's going to do is actually automatically enter the customer's name into that text. So it will feel nice and personal to them. Okay, and then we're going to write the rest of that text. Now, just to point out, there's a maximum of 160 characters that you can put into a text message. And you'll notice over here on the right, it actually keeps track of how many characters you've got in there already. Okay, so I'm just going to find the rest of that message. Just a second. Okay. Right, okay, so I've actually just created it somewhere else, but you can just type it in. So I'm going to write, hi Jill, it's been 8 weeks since your last appointment at Kim's Salon. Give us a call on the phone number or book online at, and then I've got the bit.ly link for the online booking there. Okay, so just a tip, when you're putting in website addresses into texts, to make sure that you're keeping it below the 160 character limit, it's a really good idea to shorten your URL of your online booking website. And you can do that by going to bit.ly.com, and actually it's a free service where they can actually shorten the website address for you. So it's better to put it in nice and short like that so you're not using up all your characters. Okay, so that's going to be our text version of the message. Then we can also have an email version of the message. So we might say something like 8-week reminder. Okay, so it's going to be in the subject line of the email. And once again, I'm just going to go and find the one that I wrote earlier. Okay. we go. Okay, and again, I'm going to enter a parameter. So I want to say hi, and then I want to put the customer's first name. So we're going to go parameter, customer first. So that's going to pop their name in there. And then I'm just going to paste that in. Okay, but equally I could have just written it. So for the email version of this, it's going to be, it's been a while since your last appointment at Kim Salon. We miss you. Did you know you can book online? Go to, and again, I'm putting in that bit.ly link there so people can click straight onto that link from the email to book in online through your online booking site, or give us a call on the phone number. We look forward to seeing you soon. Okay, so when you're all happy with what the message actually says, what we're going to do is save that. Remember, the save button's over here on the right hand side. Okay, once it's saved, you'll notice it actually appears over here on the left hand side under the message templates. All right, so that's step one, is creating your actual template, so what you want it to say. All right, let's look at step two. So remembering step two is actually creating the automation that sends that message out. So if we're doing that, again, we're going to stay on the admin tab and we're going to come over here to everyday marketing. Okay, so I'm going to click on everyday marketing and I'm going to create a new everyday marketing campaign. So I'm going to click on create. Okay, here I'm going to put in the campaign name. So let's say client 8-week reminder. Okay, then I'm going to tell it when do I want that message to go out. So I don't want it to go out on birthday, obviously, for this one. What I want to do is use the drop down box and I want to say client non-rebooked appointment. Okay, so it's going to tell the system it's only going to look for appointments that haven't been rebooked. And then when do we want it to send? We want to send it 8 weeks after the date above. Okay, so that means it's going to be sent 8 weeks after their previous appointment, as long as they haven't rebooked. If they have rebooked, they won't get it. We can set the time that it goes out. So 1 p.m. is fine for me. We can also narrow it down to who gets it. I'm just going to leave those settings there. And then here's where we select the template. So remember step one, where we created the template, we're going to now select that here. So under message template, you'll notice it shows up here, client 8-week reminder. So that's what I want to go out. And how do I want it to go out? Now, you'll remember when we created the template, we actually created a text version and an email version of that. So let's say that I want it to go out primarily as a text. So anyone who's got a mobile number in my system, I want them to get it as a text. So I'm going to select text first and add. Now, maybe I've got some customers who don't have email, who don't have mobile numbers. And perhaps for those people, I want it to go out as an email. So I'm going to select email next. Okay, so it's going to prioritize text. If we don't have the mobile number, it'll go out as an email. Okay, so hopefully that's all making sense so far. Once you've got that set up and you're happy with all the settings here, you simply save. Okay, and that now generates that campaign. So that's done. That's now going to start going out automatically 8 weeks after any client hasn't rebooked their appointment. Okay.
Cool.
Now, just a couple of little things to note about that as well is that you do need to make sure that you have the accept promos ticked for all of the clients. So if you don't have accept promos ticked for your client, you are actually unable to send them marketing messages like this. And also be aware, of course, that text messages do cost, and so just need to factor that in as well when you're sending them out. Yeah, so that's the non-rebooked appointments. Any questions on that?
We did have one, not specifically on that one, but we did have one other question from Shelley. So she's asking, can we send a message before an appointment? So, for example, facial intake form on the day the client books, so they can receive the consultation form before they enter the salon.
So I'm going to say yes and no to that. So you can't set that up as an everyday marketing campaign. With everyday marketing, you can actually only send it after the appointment's happened. However, if you did have some appointments where you wanted to send it beforehand, you can actually send that directly from the calendar. So, for example, if I go to the calendar here and let's sort of go into this appointment here on the 14th, I can actually add messages manually to an appointment and send that out. Oh, it's not going to open up for me, sorry, on this page. So from the calendar, you can add messages manually to an appointment and tell it to send out automatically or sort of immediately if you did want to do that for future appointments, but not through everyday marketing. Okay.
Cool. Awesome. And also we've just gotten another message, I think from Karen. She's asked, I missed the beginning of the create bit. Will I be able to watch a replay? Yes, absolutely. So although we're currently live, as soon as we're finished after this, you're going to be able to view the video on Facebook. So please do go back and watch it. Kim's demo was really, really helpful. And the other thing as well is that we do save all of our Facebook Lives to our IGTV on Instagram, so that they're all available to you to watch whenever it suits you. So you can pop there as well. Cool. And Shelley, we've got so many questions today, so we'll just keep going. Shelley's asked, can we send forms to clients? I can answer that for you, Shelley. Currently, unfortunately, you're unable to send the forms to clients, so you can create customizable forms with Katoomba, and then your clients can fill them in on any device or your staff. Currently, you're not able to send them out, unfortunately, but hopefully, yeah, soon. Cool. And then Leah said she would love to catch the replay as well. So yes, very, very soon you'll be able to watch it. As soon as we're done, it will all be live for you. Otherwise, do check out our IGTV on Instagram. Cool. All right, Kim. I think were you gonna show us another example?
Oh, I think, let me just see if I've got that one set up. Oh, unfortunately, my system is freezing.
Oh, no.
Wonderful magic of live TV.
It might, I wonder if do you want to restart it? I can kind of take you off the screen. We do have another comment that I could read out if you want to do that.
Yeah, give me a moment. I may just have to shut down my system and come back, but I will be there any second.
Oh, I'm wondering whether maybe StreamYard, which is the program that we use to go live, I'm wondering whether it just isn't playing ball with Katoomba today. We've been fine in the past. It's kind of funny. We have another comment from Rosemary. She's saying this would be a great idea to customers who have stretch root or balayage services to remind them to book in for the in-between toner to keep their hair looking fresh. So 6 weeks after their service. I know that with kind of the balayage trend coming in, obviously people don't need to, visit you as frequently, but a really good way to kind of generate some income from them between kind of their services is to ask them to come in for kind of a treatment or a toner or something like that. So yeah, great idea. Like we were saying before, there are just so many options for these messages, and I think they're so valuable to your business. They will save you so much time, and really what you have to do is to kind of look at all of the possible options and then decide what is going to work for your business and what is going to add value to your clients. And that's kind of how you can prioritize what you'll create, because otherwise it will be this kind of overwhelming kind of list of messages. I know when I was talking to Mel, her recommendation in terms of getting started was just choose, what are the messages that you would like to send, and then choose the most important one and just set that one up. Like put some time aside and set that one up. And then find some more time and set up the second one. You don't need to sit down and do 10 of them in a row.
Yeah, definitely. And I think as soon as people do one or two, you get really confident and sort of more, you know what you're doing at that point, and then you're like, oh, it's no big deal, I'll just set one up really quick. So yeah, and I've really been impressed seeing some of our customers in the creative ways that they're using everyday marketing as well, some ways that I wouldn't have thought of myself. So it's really, really cool to see.
Yeah, and I've heard quite a few comments as well, is that once someone's done it once, even with, campaign
Mm,
marketing as well, once they've done it once, they're like, oh, it's really easy actually. It's just getting over
yeah,
that first one that can be the hurdle, and then yeah, it is a lot easier to do it.
absolutely, absolutely. Alyssa, I think we have
Oh,
success.
yay. Cool.
Is
All right. Well,
back.
cool. Back with Katoomba. Awesome.
Awesome. Yeah, so I was going to show you another idea for everyday marketing as well. So earlier I mentioned that another thing you can do with everyday marketing is you can actually send people a message automatically after they've had a particular service or after they've bought a particular product. So I wanted to show an example of how you might send your customers a reminder 8 weeks or however long you want to leave it after they've bought a particular product, because at that point they might have run out, and you can actually send them a link to your online retail store to remind them to restock or to repurchase that product. So let's do that. So there's just one extra little step for setting that one up. So the extra little step I'm going to show you now. Okay, so what we're going to do is we need to tell Katoomba that we want to trigger everyday marketing off that product purchase. So to do that, we're going to go to the cards tab. We're going to find the products and vouchers menu, and then we're going to find the category or individual product that we want to trigger that everyday marketing off. So I'm actually going to do it for an entire category. So let's say I want to send a message to anyone who's bought a fudge product. I want to send them a message 8 weeks after that to say, hey, maybe you're running out. Here's a link so you can purchase some more. But equally, you can do it for individual products as well. If we want to do it for the entire category, what I'm going to do is click on the category here. So I want it for fudge. And you may have noticed this little button here before, not knowing what it was for. It says trigger everyday marketing when sold. Okay, so I'm going to tick that and then I'm going to save. Okay, so now that I've done that, I'll show you a little trick. Okay, so I'm going to come back to admin. We're going to go to everyday marketing again, and I'm going to create an everyday marketing campaign. So this one I'm going to call fudge product purchase reminder. Okay, now when do I want to send this one? So obviously not on the birthday, but now that I've saved that trigger everyday marketing on fudge products, you should notice that it shows up on this list here. So you can see fudge category purchase. I'm going to select that. And when do I want to send it? I want to send it, let's say 8 weeks. Okay, so 8 weeks after the client purchases fudge category purchase at 1 o'clock, that's fine. Again, I'm going to leave these on the default, send to who. Now, I already set up the templates for this, so I'm just going to select it here. So fudge product reminder. Okay, so I would have just created that in exactly the same way from the templates earlier. Okay, how do I want it to go out? Maybe I want it to go out as a text and then an email. Okay, and then save, and then that's it. So now, anytime somebody comes in and buys a fudge product from me, in 8 weeks after that, they're going to automatically get a message. I'll show you what the message will say. We go to templates. Okay, and it will say, hi Jill, we hope you're loving your fudge hair product. When you run out, go to, and that's where you put in your link to your online retail store to purchase more or visit us, and the email version of it is going to be similar there as well. So easy, but that's a really, really good way to remind your customers that they can be repurchasing those products from you just like that. Yeah, so that was the other one I wanted to show you there. It's a
Oh,
really cool way that I see some of our customers using everyday marketing.
Awesome. And are they the examples that you had to show us today?
Yes, I think that is it. Yeah.
Awesome. I just didn't want to take your screen away too soon. Cool. Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Kim. That was awesome. I get obviously being the marketing manager, I get very excited about everyday marketing and about anything marketing related. But truly, this is such an amazing, really, really valuable feature that can add so much value to your clients. You know, create an even better client experience. Can also generate income for your business as well. Just so many benefits, and it truly is really easy. Kind of once you do that first message, it does get easier with time. So thank you
Yeah.
so much, Kim, for showing us. That was awesome.
No problem. And if anyone does need help setting up your first one, we've got our friendly help desk here as well, and they're always happy to walk you through it if you do need some help doing it for the first time.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us today. Thank you for all of your amazing questions and comments. It's been so nice hearing from you. And yes, thank you so much for taking the time. All the best with getting everyday marketing set up. And we hope to see you on our next Facebook Live. See ya.
Bye.